that out in grade 3 elementary school. First period of play brought to you by Moffat and Powerona. Great home start at Moffat and Powerona. And as mentioned, the Rockets in road red with white and blue trim going from right to left across your radio dial. The Leamington Flyers in home pink with white and black trim from left to right. And we are underway. The officials tonight, the referees are Cal Vermass, Johnny Thompson. On the lines, Nick Long, along with Andy Anthony. And quickly in, the Leamington Flyers, a quick shot well wide of Kuchme's net. Now Spidalieri cuts in front with a shot right on Pat, saved by Kuchme. Rebound, another stop. And Dela Kuchme tested early here as the Flyers buzzing deep in the Strathroy zone. To the left point, he kept it right in front of the shot. A rebound at the goal line and cleared off the line by Micheal Woolley. And the Rockets back out the center. What a quick start here at the Heinz Arena, and the Rockets will dump it in. And we go. Play resumes to our left behind the Leamington net of Rudebush. Around to the far side and picked up now by Bowman. Bowman out to center. He'll dump it into the far corner. Scott's in after the chase in. He's tied up with the Sander. Here comes a Dalton in the support. It's rung around the near boards and a half wall for Baker. Baker chips it along the wall. Bouncing puck comes out the center, and the Rockets will get it to the Leamington line. And the Flyers will regroup one more time. Chevalier, lead pass in over the line of Bowman. Bowman spins at the far half wall to the right point, and the puck comes out the center. Looking to get this, going to be Baker, tried to lift the stick of LaCalva or Chevalier, and that didn't work. Baker gets it to the Leamington line. Drop pass in over the line now. And looking to fire was Vandersluis, and he ran over a couple of Flyers, and it didn't even budge the big, tall 21. Here's Dulong in the far corner, goes in feet first, and Thornton runs over his man. And these two teams coming out swinging here on pink and a rink night. And over the line, there's a shot right on Kuchme. Will make the stop, and we'll get a whistle. Of course, the Flyers is sporting Troy Cox, the former Chatham Maroon troublemaker, and he's been a troublemaker for Leamington and the side of every team, not just the Strathroy Rockets. Boyer forward checking near side. McGhee will have it for the Flyers near side of Grinnell. And Grinnell now looks to headman the puck out of his own zone. He's going to be forced behind his own net to our left, and he'll stop behind his own net, and they'll set up the breakout. To the far side now, it's McGhee. Lead pass up the left wing, didn't work. It'll go all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. And forward checking in for the Flyers is going to be Riley Babkirk. He lost the puck, and skating nicely out the center comes Watson. Here's Matthew Watson, the center, in over the line, through the legs of McGhee, loose puck in the high slot. Duarte can't get it down. It's back in right on. Here's Watson with a shot, and a save. Rudebush, rebound at the side door, and Duarte couldn't pound it in. And the Flyers will take over. They'll get it out the center. Watson will fire it right back in. Olvin will dump it in. Far corner to our right. Back to get it's going to be O'Neill. He'll play it near side. Getting to it first going to be Bryce Doan. Doan will play it to the half wall. Now back into the corner. The Flyers trying to establish the cycle here. They're approaching the 4-minute mark in this Moffat and Powerona opening period. Back into the corner. The Flyers are continuing the cycle. Lead pass to Leardy out in the slot. That didn't work. Now at the near half wall, centering pass, that's paddled away by Kuchme, and Woolley will play it off the near boards to the line, kept in by the Flyers. It's Dennis losing it at the blue line, and it'll come all the way back to the Flyers line. Langlau, near side, chip pass up the boards, now Spidalieri, as all lines have cycled through, and the number 1 line back up for the Flyers. Dump pass in the near right corner, Dorn forward checking in, a big run in with O'Neill, and they both stood there after heavy contact, like the irresistible force versus the immovable object. They didn't even budge right beside Dale and Kuchme. Rockets with possession. They'll change on the fly. Near boards it's Sander. Across the blue line, O'Neill will have to retreat to go get it. He'll play it off the glass and down the ice. Icing indicated here. Both variables involved as much. You don't see the contact with the speed. You see speed and not much contact because there's so much room out there. Here's a Chevalier for the Flyers at his own line to our left. Cross ice to his blue line partner. And Muzzin puts it up the center. Seguin, rake wide to Spidalieri. Spidalieri at the dot with a shot, wrist shot, and a save there by Dylan Kuchme. It's played off the high glass, and the Rockets can't get it out. Spidalieri now spinning in the far corner. Around Noss to the left point. Look at the fire. Ryan Muzzin with a shot deflected just wide. Loose puck near side for Sander. Sander will play it up the boards, takes a hard hit for his troubles, but did get the job done. Got it out the center. Dulong near left corner. On the forecheck. Gets the puck behind the line. Centering pass, and a great save by Rudebush off the Tyler Coleman one-timer. Into the corner now. Dulong takes a penalty coming up to Spidalieri as Tyler Coleman was dumped. Rockets to the power play for the source from Delvin. Build your wireless electronic experts. It's Watson. Left point, cross ice to Woolley. Tried to far side pass the boards, intercepted by Scott and dumped all the way down the ice. Woolley, Watson on the blue line, couple of right-handers. Thornton, Vandersluis, and Coleman up front on this first unit. Here's Thornton in the line. Coleman flies in net. And Thornton didn't see it in the slot. Great save by Bush with the right pad on the Chase Thornton shot. It's clear to the line, and Woolley can't keep it in. It's a dump down the ice. 1:25 to go into power play. Watson spinning around in his own zone, watched by Dalby. Woolley, one-touch pass through center. Here's Duarte over the line. He's got Boyer with him. Stops at the half wall. Down into the corner to our left to Boyer. Boyer watched by Leardy. Leardy gets the puck. Boyer gets it back into the corner now, waiting for support. It's Field. Right point to O'Neill. Wrist shot and hit a skate in front. Loose puck in the high slot. Duarte fires. Saved by Bush. And it's cleaned up by Granola. Played off the high glass to the right point. And a good job by Blake O'Neill to keep it in. Boyer dumps it in the corner. Field's going to go in after it. He takes a hard hit. And the Flyers will pick up possession. They'll play it off the boards. It's going to be kept in by Sander. Sander in the near left corner now to Tyler Duarte with 45 to go in the power play. Now to Boyer. Boyer trying to cycle it, lost the puck to Dalby, and Dalby gets it down the ice. Boyer back into the line, into the slot, drop pass. Here's O'Neill stepping into one to hit Duarte in front. In the high slot, right point to O'Neill. Get the wall. Tried to one-hand it deep and skip. He kept it in the line. Is out, and Baker's loading up, and he's in the zone. Rocket Baker sees him, and he puts himself up. And off only a Strathroy. He has 7 minutes gone here. Here's the pick. Now here's Denny. Near side, trying to get around the corner with a wraparound side door, and Kuchme right here to protect it. And the Rockets will regroup. We're back to even strength hockey. Dulong out to center on the far side, right to left. Here's Dalton over the line. Dalton with a snap shot right on. Bush makes the call and the save, and here's it to the far corner. Dulong in after it with the Dalton here in support. Loose puck to the half wall. Dalton chips it back into the corner. Langlau will regroup with the near side to our left to Olvin. Olvin back around the Leamington net to the far side. Langlau. Rink wide near boards. It's Dennis out to center. Got a poke checked off the stick, but gets it back in the zone. Trying to back into the slot with a shot. Great save, Kuchme. And he stops Riley Babkirk at the doorstep. 12:27 to go. Opening. You're right, man. They came out like there was 2 minutes left in overtime in the playoff game. Chase Thornton over the line far side, looking for Coleman. He stays in the half wall. Thornton now near side, top of the near circle to Watson. Watson trying to spin away from his check along the near half wall. Spins away from the shot, and Olvin stopped it in front. Didn't get through to Bush, and Olvin back out to center. The Flyer defenseman round Woolley with speed at the top. Wrist shot off the side of that rebound. Kuchme goes back, and the net puts moorings. And we're going to whistle at 11:46 to go in the opening frame. Moffat and Powell on opening period. Coming up, in the first submission, we'll sit down with Mike Sadler, the GM of the Leamington Flyer. And the Flyers buzzing in the Strathroy zone to our right. Sadler lost the puck, now plays it up the boards to Dulong. Dulong out to center. That puck rolled off his stick. Nas following up, couldn't do anything. Scrum now at the near bridge at center ice. Oh, and Dulong behind the play. Tossed Chevalier to the ice, and Strathroy's getting a penalty. With 11:23 to go in the opening period. The desk. Time, Mike. So there was no commercial playing? How long were we there? Were we on the air then when I was talking? Okay. Welcome back to Flyers on the power plays. For trying to kill one for Forsyth in the middle. They were forced to medal with. 57 seconds to go in the power play. There's a shot in his lap pad in front. Leardy tipped it just wide, playing the Strathroy zone to our right. And Strathroy will up the puck down the ice. And the Flyers back out the center. Near boards left and right in over the line is Dalby. Dalby stops, lead at the half wall. Looking for Opplinger. Opplinger right point to Olvin. Back to Opplinger near side. Bowman into the corner. To the right point to Olvin. 25 to go in the power play. Now near boards Dalby. Dalby right point to Olvin. Somebody was hammered in front. That was Babkirk. Strathroy will fire it all the way down the ice. O'Neill absolutely hammered Babkirk right in front of Kuchme, and the Rockets will clear. 12 seconds to go to power play. Play in the Strathroy zone to our right. Dalby trying to force the puck behind the end line, trying to give it to Babkirk. Babkirk has it. Near right corner to Bowman. Back to even strength hockey. Dulong out of the box. Cross-side pass, and McGhee couldn't keep it in to come out to center. Strathroy make a wholesale change. You got to hurry here. Stretch pass on the far side. Into the line. Here's Dalby. 10-1 up. And that was well wide of Kuchme's net. Don't carry him all the way out to center. Loose puck, and it's picked up at Baker's tripped. He's going to draw a penalty here as the Flyers will... It's the second sort of ability power play for Strathroy. Loose puck at the far boards. Leary will pick it up for Leamington, and he'll fire it down the ice. Watson on the point with Brett Dick up front. It's going to be Thornton, Nas, and Grogan. So a new look here for Van Vliet. Here's Nas over the line. Top of the far circle, looking for support. Right point to Dick. Near side, Watson. Watson will tee it up! And it was deflected in front and out of face off, and the circle in the Leamington zone to our left. One by Strathroy. It's the Duarte line up front, Field and Boyer. Duarte near half wall, into the corner now to Field. Back out left point, Curtis Sander. Cross ice now to O'Neill over his stick, and Dennis is going to get to it. O'Neill hammers him at center ice on the far boards, and Dennis will get it all the way down the ice. Boyer will dump it in near corner. Here's Field. Field and Chevalier come together, and Chevalier knocks Field down to the ice. Loose puck left point to Sander. Shot was deflected in front of the far boards, and Duarte will pick it up at the half wall. 55 to go to power play. Back into the corner now to Field. Right point to O'Neill. Cross ice Sander. Sander with a shot that was deflected back to the right point to O'Neill, and he can't keep it in, and Strathroy will be offside. He's joined by Coleman and Thornton, Woolley and Watson on the blue line. Here's Coleman at center. He'll dump it in near left corner. Back to get to be Olvin. Here comes Coleman on the forward check and hammers Olvin on the boards. And Leamington will get it down the ice. Woolley will have to go back to get it. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Thornton tried to deke a Leamington Flyer at center ice, lost the puck, and the Flyers will make the Rockets pay and ice it one more time. Here's Watson now out of his own zone, right to left, out through center on the far boards. Now cutting to the middle part of the blue line, into the line, top of the near circle. Watson in the corner now, still with the puck, stops in the left corner. Nobody supporting him. He's got Grinnell all over him with 4 seconds going to the power play. The side of the wall, still with the puck, and a shot just wide. Great stick handling display there by Matthew Watson, and Leamington will dump the puck. Vandersluis dumps the puck deep. We're at even strength. 6:45 to go in the scoreless opening period. Graham out to center. Near boards. It's Doan to the Strathroy line. Trying around DaSilva. He'll stop at the near half wall to our right. DaSilva tried to block the pass. Here's now trying to Doan in front of the net. Look like now he has the right corner. Cycles it in behind the end line. The Flyers starting a pretty good cycle here. Doan will pin it behind the end line now, and DaSilva played it to the near boards for Strathroy. Baker now fighting with it. Dalton in there for support. A 2-on-2 scrum with 6:14 to go in this opening period. And the Flyers still trying to get possession. Donovan in there as well. And Graham will get a... We're scoreless with 5:49 to go in this open period. Face off in the Strathroy zone to our right. The Flyers have go now to Olvin, center part of the blue line. Kuchme saw Lake got a right skate on it, kept in at the left point by Opplinger. Now Opplinger at the left point, down to the center part of the blue line, top of the far circle, down to Dalby. Dalby wants to fire, toe drag right on Kuchme, makes him around the doorstep. The Flyers wearing pink. It's a pink at the rink night in honor of Cancer Awareness Month, and these shirts will be auctioned off after the game. Well, hopefully after it goes through the laundry. I would hope, David. Here's Seguin at the far corner to our right. Left point now Opplinger. Back to Seguin, top of the far circle. Into the corner now to Dalby. 1 minute to go in the power play. Far half wall Seguin. Left point Opplinger with a shot that was blocked in front by Dulong and kicked out the center by Nas. Seguin in over the lines. Gets by a Boyer hit. Right point now Grinnell. Grinnell back to the point. It was intercepted by Coleman, fighting with Seguin, and he gets out. Leamington will dump it back in, and O'Neill will fire it down the ice for Strathroy. 30 seconds to go in the power play. McGhee will dump it in at the far half wall. Now it's Scott to the left point. Grinnell, near side McGhee, back to Grinnell, the Flyers to the umbrella, shot, rebound right there, and Kuchme made the stop on Scott. Now he's behind the net, looking to center in front, it's given away, and fired down the ice. 5 seconds to go in the power play, 4:12 to go in the period. out of his own zone, far side now. Grenoda's center, left to right for the Flyers and over the line. Trying to get around Watson. He'll dump it in behind the net of Kuchme. We're back to even strength hockey. It's fired around the near boards to our right. And coming off the wall, Leardy with a shot right on, and Dalen Kuchme right into the chest protector. He'll make the stop. 350. Welcome back. 3:28 to go in this opening period. No score from the Heinz Arena in Leamington. And playing the Strathroy zone to our right. DaSilva behind his own net now to Brett Dick. Near wall to Vandersluis. And he'll chip it off the wall and out the center. Chevalier will dump it right back in. It's caught by Kuchme. He'll leave it for Brett Dick. Leamington chasing on the fly. Loose puck out the center. Dalton tried to get it to Grogan. It's dumped back to the Strathroy line, and now Dalton will regroup. Rink wide pass for Baker. Now far wall to Grogan. And Grogan will dump it in deep. Back to Chevalier. Baker come forward check. Chevalier far corner to our left. Up the boards now. And the Flyers out the center. Here's Graham. Graham on the left boards. In over the line is Bryce Doan. Doan looking to go to Graham again. A give and go. He was hit by Woolley. Played to the far boards now for Dalby. Dalby back into the corner. Over the stick of Graham. And now Woolley will pick it up near boards to Baker. Off the boards and out the center. Olvin will dump it back in. Wes Baker will glove it. He'll come to the center. He'll get the center ice and dump it in front of the slot area. And the Flyers will regroup one more time. Dalby out the center, takes it from Baker. And good job as he separated Dalby from the puck. And the Rockets will control. Woolley, bank pass. It's knifed in by Baker. Strathroy will change and fly. 2:09 to go in the period. Changing on the fly. Puck comes out the center. Here's a break for Tyler Duarte with speed. Around the corner. Duarte near boards. Duarte toe drag. What a shot right up. Rudabush rebound right there. Scramble in front. Rudabush looking for it. And it's cleared over to the far boards for Alex Seguin. Seguin back out the center for the Flyers. Scott joining the rush. Seguin plays it in behind the end line. Scott spins away from his check. Centering pass out in front off the stick of Seguin and played off the near boards and out the center. Kept in by McGhee. And Sander will go back for Strathroy. 1:28 to go in the power or in the even strength first period. And McGhee now at his own line. Cross slash out of Greno. Back to McGhee to our left. Watch for Tyler Duarte. He'll slowly come out to the neutral zone. He'll get it to Graham, and Graham will dump it in. Dick to regroup behind his own line. On the Rockets will find it out this center, and they do. Here comes Field. He'll Field to the bench. Boyer the lone on the forward check, and he hammers Greno to the corner. Greno got it out of the zone and fired back in by DaSilva. 1 minute to go in this opening period. Greno's still feeling that hit. He's lost his breath as Seguin goes to the bench. Greno lost it to Thornton. Thornton out the far half wall. Left point DaSilva with a shot off the knob of the goaltender, Rudabush. And McGhee will play it up the wall and down the ice. Icing is going to be waved off. Dick will go back at 38 seconds to go in the first period. Right behind his own net to the right. Tucks out the center. And the Flyers will regroup one more time. Valier at his own line. Up through the gut now, left to right and over the line. Here's Dennis. He's got Leary with him. Tried to center it. That went off the stick. Rockets back out the center. It's Coleman near boards. He'll get the Leamington line and dump it in. He'll chase line the end line. Back to gets to be Muzzin. Muzzin side steps to Coleman for a check and has it in his own zone with 13 to go. Near side for Leary. Last chance for Rush. Leary overskated the puck and back in. Here's Coleman with a break. Coleman tried to take a shot down. Knows with a shot off the side of the net. And with 2 seconds to go, that's going to do it for a very entertaining 20 minutes of hockey from the Heinz Arena. Coming to first intermission, we'll sit down with Leamington GM Mike Sad. We'll have our first period summary and a look at out-of-town scoreboard. The score after 20 minutes of play from the Heinz Arena in Leamington. Third score, we're scoreless. Listen to Strathroy Rockets Hockey brought to you by Domino's Pizza, live on 5.7 My FM. Welcome back to the Heinz Arena in Leamington. A score after one period of play. We're scoreless with the Flyers and the Strathroy Rockets, and joined by Leamington GM Mike Sadler in your second year. Thanks for joining us. First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Well, I've been around too long. Now, I've been in hockey, it's over 30 years. I was scout for a lot of years. Started with OA Dawson, Peterborough, Plymouth, Kitchener. I still work for Kitchener. I just do this area. And I don't know, 2-3 years ago, I realized I'm not 30 years old anymore. I got a little tired of running the roads, and the opportunity to get involved here came along. And Tony and I go way back to coach, and you know, the owner's here in it for the right reason, and so far it's working out all right.
Your second year as the GM here in Leamington. Take us back to before the first year, and how did that all come about?
Well, the guy that was here before me, for whatever reason, ownership, you know, thought they wanted to make a change, and I wasn't looking for the job. You know, they sort of came to find me, and I knew Tony, and I wasn't too sure I wanted to make the commitment, but they got a very good support staff here, and as Dan has in Strathroy, and it makes it a lot easier.
You went from did you go directly from a position to the GM? Was that the transition?
Well, way back in the 70s, I was with the junior C team in Essex, and I was there for 9 years. We had, a degree of success, won 3 Ontario championships and whatever, and I went from that to scouting. I'm back to being involved with the team.
Was there a certain turning point or something in your head that said, you know what, I'm going to take this 2 years ago?
Well, a few things were, the fact that I had a relationship with Tony, and I agree with the way he coaches, and the owners here are in it for the right reasons. It's not because they need a place for their kid to play or any of this. Give us, within the realm of reason, all the resources we need to try and win the team the right way, and it was just the right fit.
Did you have a philosophy coming in that the team kind of had to fit your philosophy? You kind of had to change your philosophy a little bit to put a good product on the ice?
Well, I think regardless of what level you're at, you got to adapt to what you have to work with, and at this level, you don't have as much flexibility. There isn't a draft. It's strictly, recruiting and how good your local kids are, and Essex County kids. Well, it's the same around Strathroy. I mean, these kids have got more than one option. So you got to convince them that they'd rather play Leamington instead of the same as getting to Strathroy instead of St. Mary's. So to answer your question, I think obviously you try and get the best people you can, but you've got to adapt your outlook, more so the coaches and the managers, as to what you've got to work with.
You made up a very good point as far as come here to Leamington as opposed to LaSalle or Chatham. It brings up a good point because a lot of players in the last 2 or 3 years have found themselves leaving the GOJHL and going to play Tier 2 for whatever reason. Is that a flag with you as well? Do you think that's a problem that's continuing to grow?
Well, fortunately for us, because of geography, it's not that bad around here. I know that these guys have lost some players that league. I know St. Mary's has. Having been involved in scouting, and I'm not putting down any of those teams, but the reality of it is, except for 2 or 3 or 4 teams in that Tier 2 league, they're junior B teams. And the fact that they got the junior A label attached to them, they're using it as a recruiting tool. We're going to give you better exposure and this, that, and the other thing. But the reality is, a lot of these kids are leaving situations in B and going to some place that isn't as good as where they left from. And over the years, there have been a couple guys who come back. They went away for a year and realized that the grass isn't greener on the other side of the hill. And I'm not anti-Tier 2 hockey, but there's too many kids that think, well, I got to go there, I got to leave home, I got to do this. Well, oftentimes, what you got at home is as good as where you're going.
Absolutely. Let's get back to the Flyers in general. These two teams here tonight met in the playoffs last year as Strathroy eliminated the Flyers. As a GM, did you feel the philosophy of the team, the product on the ice, the way they played the game, the way the team played the game, had to change in the offseason, or did you pretty much keep it status quo?
Well, I thought the big difference in the season or the playoffs last year, and give Strathroy all the credit in the world because they really worked hard. And I'm not making excuses. We had an incident with our assistant coach, and goaltending that Strathroy got in that series was excellent, and it carried them right through, another round or two. I'm not going to say theirs was bad. I'm going to say theirs was better. And, you get in the playoffs, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely, and we have some extra time. It's fantastic because we have a synchronized skating presentation coming on. Of course, it's pink in the rink tonight for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And for our listeners back home who might not know what you were talking about as the assistant coach last year, great to see him back. Tell us a quick little synopsis on him and how he's...
Well, it's amazing. He just lives down the street from me, and knowing what he went through and how close he came to not being here, period. For him to bounce back the way he has is amazing, and it's a testament to his age and the fact that he was in shape. And he still has to watch himself, but considering how close he came, the fact that he's back here at all is a miracle.
Pink in the rink tonight. Your thoughts on the support that the Flyers get from this community? A lot of people wearing pink tonight, and a great show on your organization's part to bring awareness to breast cancer in the month of October. Your thoughts to the support here tonight?
Well, I mean, that's the other thing that these owners do. I mean, they get behind causes like this, which is a great cause, and you know, our public relations lady organizes all this, and Leamington being a farming community, you know, same as Strathroy to an extent, you know, until farming season's over, I mean, it's tough getting in the rink. And then the other thing we have to compete with, tonight the Tigers are on television, and the Windsor Spitfires, although they aren't playing tonight, normally play on Thursday nights. And when they got on that good roll there for the last 2 or 3 years, and conversely this team sort of bottomed out, it's amazing the number of people from out in the county that go to Windsor Spitfire games. So what we've got to do is create the mindset that, hey, I'd rather go to the Flyers game on Thursday than go to the Spitfire games. And you know, slowly but surely the crowds are getting better, and the best way to get people in is to win. And you know, so far we're off to a pretty good start, and it's going to build on it. And in time, I'd like to, I don't know if we'd ever fill this place, but I'd like to fill a few seats anyway.
That's a fantastic facility. Congratulations on a great start. A pleasure for our first interview. A fantastic sitting down with you and talking about pretty much everything. Enjoyed that. Good luck the rest of the way, and we'll talk to you next time here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
GM of the Flyers, stay with us. Coming up after the break, our period summary and our out-of-town scoreboard. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey Live on 105.7 My FM. That was awesome. Thank you so much. That was great. Visit online at ShanahanRealty.com. Want to quick hello back home to Mr. Isaac McGhee, who probably should be in bed soon. One of the players of the Rico Foods novice rep team, who are undefeated so far this year. Minor hockey team's off a great start, David. I've hopped on behind the bench of the bench for the first time in my career. I want to get involved with minor hockey, so having fun coaching for sure. Not that I didn't have enough hockey in the first place. Here we go. We're underway here. Second period play. Leamington going from right to left across your radio dial. Strathroy left to right. We play in the Leamington zone to our right. Seguin will backhand a pass all the way down the ice. And icing waved off. Strathroy was sleeping on the play. Saw it there first at the half wall. Right point to Olvin, a wrist shot. That deflects wide. Both Strathroy defensemen stopped on the play, thought it was icing. Well, the icing call was indicated till the very last second, to be honest with you. Scott centering past to Seguin. One time didn't work. It'll come all the way down the ice. And Bush will hold it right there for Olvin. Playing the Leamington zone to our right. And Olvin. Far side down to Dalby. He'll go back behind his own net near side. Olvin return past Dalby on the far side. They'll play catch now behind Bush. And Olvin will now stop there. Watched by Chase Stewart. He pass up the center board. Taking one touch pass. Leamington Flyers back in line. There's a nice hit by O'Neill on Dillinger. And O'Neill takes a hit from Seguin. Bouncy puck your half ball. Chipped in the corner for Seguin. Seguin watched closely by Curtis Hand to the left point. Muzzin tried to cross blue line pass, but Chevalier had to left his spot. And Rockets will take over. Here's Sander out to center left right. He'll gain center ice to dump it in the near right corner. Brogan goes in there against Muzzin. Half wall. Thornton gets in the corner now to Sean Brogan. He's it. Knocked the ice centering pass. Cairns to the end. Walworth now front. And it'll come all the way out of the blue line, out of the zone, and down the ice. Sander's going to have to hustle here. Here comes a strong forward check. Sander will play it on the near side. Only one there now is going for Leamington. Into the high slot with a shot right off. Rebound off the crease. Stop. Here from the Baker. Now Vandersluis up center. Vandersluis, the big 6'3" giant, will get it over the line. Coleman overskated the puck, and now Graham will control for Leamington in his own zone. Far board on the Flyers looking for a stretch pass given away. Vandersluis will dump it right back in. And Muzzin now gets a hit and knocked the ice by Vandersluis on the foredeck. Here's Leary. He turns up through center ice. Into the line. Now here comes Graham. He got puck poked off his stick, and he'll come back out the center. Weird. Go ahead, Abe. In the Strathroy zone to our left. Leary at the half wall. Dalton put his pocket. He'll play it up the board. He takes a hit. Vandersluis gets to the line. It's kept in. And now behind his own net. He takes a hard hit, plays to the far boards. Baker will chip it out the center, and Dick's slow to get up. He took a hard hit by a forechecking Dalby, and the Flyers now will get the puck back. Here's Cox over the line. Built up right in, Coach May, and will pick up and stop it. Puck on the far boards in the corner now for Babkirk. Watched by Woolley. Woolley takes him off the puck, chips the puck up the boards. Dulong couldn't get it. It's kept in at the point. Watson behind his own net, far side to Dulong. It'll just get outside the blue line. Scott will have to regroup. Watched by Nas, gets to McGhee. Now Babkirk lost the puck. Woolley will skate up ice for Strathroy. He lost the puck. Leamington will try and dump it in the zone. They do. Watson will go back for Strathroy. Approaching the 4-minute mark, second period. Still no score from the Heinz Arena. Here's Watson building up speed through center. Matthew Watson. The Flyers trying to toe and almost finish it off very nicely. Puck dumped in behind the end line. Down near right corner. And here's Jackson. We haven't seen Jackson much. This might be his first or second to the hockey. Wrap around the center. Here's Jackson with a shot right on. And a save there by Bush. Played to the right point to Watson. Watson looking to fire. Wrist shot. That was just wide of the right post. Here comes Woolley off the left point to keep it in. Woolley back into the half wall. Olvin there first for Leamington to back it out the center. And now Michael Woolley will control the Strathroy near side to O'Neill. And O'Neill will dump it in. far side now, and the Flyers will get it out to the center, they'll chip it high, and now they'll start a change. Here's Curtis Sander up the far boards now for Ryan Field. The Duarte line on the ice, Field and over the line. He's got Boyer circling in, drop pass Boyer at the dot, wrist shot, deflected away, and picked up by the Flyers. Another Mother center, back the other way, right to left. It's all in the center of the far boards. He'll chip it in off Sander's stick. Here's Kuchman way out of his net. He'll play to the corner. O'Neill takes his man in. Duarte looking for a loose puck. Scrum the far half wall now. Dennis almost lost his bounce. Now Duarte gets to the field. Now to Boyer out at center. O'Neill joining the ruck. Boyer in over the line, one-on-one. Boyer, nice move. Wrist shot, just rebound. And a carry off the right skin of Rudewood. And almost into the open cage off the back. Aram. There's a shot and get through. Olvin played off the boards and down the ice. We're going to catch a break here. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, just when we go to commercial, just work right hand on the mouse for the commercial, left hand on my ask button. Thank you, sir. Yeah, no problem. I just don't want people to take my 14-year-old cup the other way. The wrong way. Here's Graham trying to cut up in front. Loose go to the far boards. Rockets do a force-iron in the middle penalty kill. Leamington over to the power play. Here's Seguin. Looking back door into the slot, intercepted by Dulong. Rebound right on! Oh! Seguin got absolutely hammered by Dick in front, trying to charge Kuchme. After Kuchme had the puck, completely froze it. No call on the play, and that's a great non-call by the referee because Seguin initiated that contact. 1:45 to go in this Leamington power play. Boom! Turns and fires at Dalen Kuchme there one more time. Rebound to Blake O'Neill. He'll fire right into the Rockets. Face off near left circle and the face off by the Flyers, but Uplinger couldn't keep it at the left point. 1:25 to go in this third power play. The Flyers will score as 13:50 to go second period in the Heinz Arena. And the Flyers out of their own zone. Bowman near side and over the Strathroy line to our left. Loose puck. Field looking after it. It's stolen by Lairdy. 2-on-1 down low. Lairdy goes high. Rebound right there. Oh, great save by Kuchme with the right pad. And Donovan parked in front, got absolutely hammered. Bowman looking for a loose puck. Scramble in front. There's a shot. Great save again. Dalen Kuchme. And Kuchme's come to play. A couple of shots, probably about 7. We're about 4 feet out. We're still scoreless. 59 seconds to go in the power play. Here comes Cox out in front of Kuchme now for this power play. Here's Graham near left half wall. At the dot, walks right in the slot, fires! And a blocker save by guess who? Dalen Kuchme one more time. Here's Scott at the half wall now. Now point to Uplinger, back to Scott, top of the circle, with a wrist shot, loose puck, Cox right there, scramble in front, and saved by Kuchme one more time. Play around to the left point, Uplinger, trying to keep it, and he does. Graham leads right to the half wall, and Dick now trying to get away from Scott, plays in behind the Strathroy line, Watson, fires all the way down the ice, 25 on the power play. Here's Dolan in over the line for Leamington, lost the puck to Boyer, back to with Baker, now finds West in the center with speed. Baker, toe leg, right in, forehand, oh, top of the corner, oh, what a fantastic shorty, and it's this out, and we're still scoreless with 7 to go. Face off deep in the Leamington zone, clear to the line, kept in. Vandersluis now playing the right point with a shot just wide. Baker behind the end line, we're back to even for the Rockets, kill off their third power play. Play a half wall in the Leamington zone, play to the line. DaSilva will keep it in the fire near right corner. 12:15 to go, second period of play. Woolley will try and keep it in at the point. He does and gets it deep. And back to it's going to be Chevalier. Chevalier near half wall. The Flyers will try and regroup and come out of the zone. Stolen at the half wall by Dalton. Vandersluis in for support, but the Leamington Flyers will get back out to Woolley. Woolley got a caught, escapes, loose puck on Kuchme, and he'll cover it up. And we'll get us 11. You see Baker there? Welcome back, and the goaltending duo continues to rock. Play in the Leamington zone behind the Flyers net, and the Flyers will control. Up the near side, here comes Cox to center. Cox takes a hard hit from Nas. Good back checking by Max Nas. O'Neill lost the behind the end line. Centering pass out to point of Langlow. Had to take it back in. Shot deflected off a skate. Loose puck in a slot picked up by Trevor Dulong, and he'll turn up ice left to right. He'll get to center ice, and he'll chip it in the far corner around Olvin. Langlow back again, takes a hit from Dulong. Loose puck behind the Al for Seguin. And Alex Seguin tried to go right wide. He took a hit from Vandersluis. Loose puck behind Leamington and now for Langlow. He'll go to the far side. He's up by Grogan. Grogan tips it back in behind Rudebush's net. Strathroy changing on the fly. Approaching the halfway mark of this hockey game, we're scoreless. Far side now, the Flyers out to center. Picked up by Woolley. He'll get it to Coleman. Coleman hit from behind that center ice. And Seguin looks down at him with a little bit of arrogance and gets a cross check from Michael Woolley. And Coleman hurt, going to bench. Coleman did that coming, blind side hit right at the center ice dot. Woolley sidesteps the hit. Here's a drop pass. Here comes Seguin. He just missed top left corner. Loose puck at the left point, kept in by Muzzin. Into the half wall. Olvin lost the puck, and now forward back out the center. Left to right, he'll wait for support. Nice move around Cox, he'll get the center. Oh, and he ran over Scott on a beautiful hit by Chase Thornton. And these two clubs hitting each other. Shades of last year's playoff round. Loose puck up on Kuchme, and he'll play it away with the paddle. Duarte now brings Baker on the left side. He overskated the puck, but gets it back at the Leamington line. Baker over the line, sidesteps ahead, tried to back it in the slot, and now people are just taking runs at each other. Vandersluis absolutely hammered donuts center ice, and now we're going to get a crowd. And we got a penalty on the play. Vandersluis ran over Doan right at the center ice. With 9:55 to go in the second, we got a penalty. Very ironic that I was mentioning that these teams are just hitting everybody as Vandersluis ran over Scott at center. Now the Rockets back to a forced iron and metal penalty kill. It's the Flyers' fourth power play. They're 0 for 3, 145 left in the power play as Strathroy dumps the puck on the ice. Leamington will fly back into the zone near left corner. It'll come all the way around to the half wall. The Dalby now to the corner to Babkirk. Looking at the high spot, tipped away. And here's Dick trying to get to a loose puck. And he's going to be into the puck by Olvin, and he'll spin to the bench. It's DaSilva and Dick on the blue line. Here's Dalby into the line. Gets around and tries to play to the half wall. Babkirk, he lost the puck. Dick will fight around the boards. Loose puck finds DaSilva. With a little bit of time, gets it to the line, and stopped by Olvin. Of all the people to put on the blue line, he fires it right at the Leamington Flyer. It's a huge end zone here. And right up the gut, works almost every time, David. And the Rockets trying to get away with this here. Dalby at the far half wall. Leamington with possession. 50 seconds to go to power play. Seguin, right point to Olvin. Seguin, top of the far circle, where the wrist shot deflected there. Shoots right down, round in front, right at the top of the circle. Comes to Bowman now. Bowman to the right point to Olvin. Back to Bowman, far half wall. Babkirk parked in front. Olvin almost lost the puck, gets it left point, near side McGhee. McGhee will chip it in the corner to Babkirk. Over his stick, lays it behind the net now for Dalby. Back to Babkirk. Back to Dalby on the far side now. Far corner to our left, half wall to Bowman. 25 to go in power play. Dalby, right point to Olvin. Forwards now to Dalby. Babkirk and Dick having a war in front of Kuchme. Now to the blind, Olvin with a step on, and it hit Babkirk in front. Bouncy puck cleared to the left, kept in. There's a shot blocked by the captain Duarte. Now one timer right now, score! The Flyers have broken their new play with 1 minute Leamington. During this period, now the Rockets back in looking for a chance, and Leamington will take over. Back out some boards, and the Flyers will dump it. Dennis going in after it. Take it from O'Neill. Graham looking for a loose puck, lost it to Chase Thornton on the far boards, but Dennis will get it back. He lost it to Chase Thornton. Thornton will play around the far boards to the right point, kept in by Spidalieri. He'll play it around the near side. Brooklyn looking for a loose puck. Sander there for Strathroy. And Sander has it near left corner. He'll play it behind his own net to O'Neill. One touch pass up the boards. Now in Thornton out to center. He's got Coleman trailing him. Thornton over the line. Takes a hit. Keeps on trucking. Still with the puck. Looking to center. There's a centering pass. Didn't get through. Thornton with the puck behind the net now. Thornton is tripped on a loose stick. Loose puck to the corner for Coleman. Coleman to the, looking for the right point to Woolley. He has it. Woolley cross ice now, top of the far circle. O'Neill with a wrist shot. Rebound in front, cleared away by Dennis. And Dennis will skate with the puck, and it's fired down the ice by the Flyers. Icing will be the call here with 6. Off in the Strathroy zone to our left, and Duarte trying to win the draw. It's played to the corner, Dumplinger there first for Leamington. He's pinned along the boards by Watson. Here comes Scott looking for a loose puck behind the net, leaves it there for Cox. Cox is taken down by Duarte. Puck squirts to the corner. Scott now for the Flyers, trying to circle out the boards in the high slot. Takes a hit from Boyer to the right point now, kept in by Grinnell. Dumplinger into the corner, lost it to Duarte. He plays it high off the glass, bouncing puck out to center. Just a little too far for Langlow, and Leamington will dump it back in. Duarte lead pass for Field, but he was tied up, and the Flyers will regroup. They'll come back out the center. Here's Cox near side. He'll get to the Strathroy line, top of the near circle. Takes a hit from Woolley. They'll both go into the corner. The former Maroon against the former St. Thomas Star. And a 2-on-2 scrum now as Scott Duarte come back in. 5:37 to go in the second period. 1-0 Flyers, and we'll face off in the Strathroy zone to our left near circle. Won by the Maroons. Here's Bowman, right point now, looking to fire. Is a Grenoble with a shot. Rebound right there! Cooch may look behind him, but it's inside the wickets, and we'll get a whistle. Face off into the far left corner now. Played off the glass and out of it. Playing the Strathroy zone to our left, played up the boards, and a 2-on-2 scrum ensuing. Bouncing puck to the line, and Dulong will come out to center. Near side for Grogan, hopped over his stick. Olvin will play up the boards to Bowman, who takes a hit from Nos. In over the line. Oh, Dalby takes a good hit from Dick with the hip check, and he felt that. He'll go right to the Flyers bench. Dulong out to center. Here's Trevor Dulong in over the line, left to right, and he gets hit with a hip check in the high slot, and Dennis will take over for the Flyers. This has been a very entertaining hockey game, I'm telling you right now. It's like the matchup from the playoffs last year, David. Puck comes out to center. Babkirk couldn't do anything with it. It's dumped in by the Flyers. It'll come all the way around to the near boards for O'Neill. O'Neill takes a hit but chips up the boards to Vandersluis. He'll get it out to center, and Graham will regroup for Leamington. Chevalier, far side Greno. Greno out to center now for the Flyers. Right to left, he gets to the line, takes a hit from Sander. Loose puck to Vandersluis. He'll fire it around the boards, and it'll come to the line and kept it at the left point by Langlow. Shot right on, big rebound in front, and net will come off its moorings. One left. Okay. Back 3:40 to go in the second period. Brought to you by Shanahan Realty Inc. Brokerage 1-0 Leamington on a Dalby goal on the power play. Leamington back in to the Strathroy zone to our left. They gave it away. Grogan, errant pass right into the slot area, and Graham lost it to Leardy. Backhand just wide. And Scott looking for a loose puck, and Blake O'Neill finds it for Strathroy. And Thornton out to center on the left wing. He'll get to center ice. He'll flip it in near right corner. And Muzzin goes in against Grogan for the loose puck as both teams will change on the fly. Chevalier now in his own zone to our right. He'll play it up the right-hand boards to the Strathroy line. Opplinger, nice dish to Scott. High slot. Scott with a shot off the left shoulder and stays out. Coochmate made a stop there. And there's Seguin. Scott right there with a shot. Another save by Coochmate. Seguin, right point now. Chevalier with a shot, and that's through. Scott got hammered in front by Woolley, and Woolley's going to get a penalty here. And we're going to whistle. 2:46 to go. Woolley's going. 2:38 to go in the second period. 1-0 Leamington, and we're back to the power play. Another penalty kill for Strathroy for 4. Sorry, in the middle. We're close to the middle with Leamington 1 for 4 on the power play. Playing the Strathroy zone to our left, clear to the left point, kept in by Chevalier. We'll play in the far corner, looking for Seguin. Seguin will stop at the half wall. Oblinger in front of Coochmate. Top of the far Seguin. Seguin toe drag, doesn't fire. Down to Olvin. Here's Chevalier, tried to one time and had to take it off his stick. Shot was wide, and he'll carry him to the far boards. Field trying to get to it. Fights off Seguin and dumps it down the ice. 1:04 to go in the power play, 1:49 to go in the period. Back in come the Flyers. It's Dalby, the goal scorer, forced on the Strathroy. Now plays around to the far point, down on the right side to Olvin. Half wall to Dalby. Up front with Doan and Seguin, right point Olvin. He'll move to the center part of the blue line one more time, and they'll go back to the umbrella power play. Olvin at the blue line with a shot, the front, rebound! And Coochmate right there, great deflection by Doan. Coochmate face off near left circle, the Strathroy won by the Flyers. A shot by McGhee deflected in front. Dalby has it near half wall. Left point to McGhee, back to Dalby, down low behind the end line out to Doan, near side Dalby, 29 to go in the power play, 1:14 left in the period. Dalby near half wall, at the circle, down low, looking for a back door play was Doan, that didn't work. McGhee keeps it to left point, Doan behind the end line out to Dalby. Dalby watched closely by O'Neill, he'll come to the half wall now, near side to our left. Last minute of play in the period, 8 seconds to go in the power play. Dalby at the half boards, one more time. Left point to McGhee. McGhee looking to fire, trap in front. There's a shot. That save, rebound. Bowman go for it. Here's Doan trying to turn the fire. Shot right on again. And Coochmate makes the stop. Clear to the line. Kept in. Back to East Rank. 40 seconds in the period. Strathroy trying to get to the dressing room here. Only trailing by 1. Doan at the far boards, knocked down by O'Neill. Bowman now leaves for Doan, top of the far circle, turns it, fires, and it hits her in front. Dalby at the corner. To the far half wall now, walking up the wall was Bowman, and he has to get picked, but it kept in by Grinnell. There's a shot right on, and Duarte will make the stop. And we're going to whistle. 18.7 seconds to go. Here's Watson in the corner to our left. We'll play it out to center. 10 seconds to go in the period. Dump right back in on Kuchme, a bouncing puck, and he'll leave it there for Watson. Sidesteps, talks on the forward check. 2 seconds to go. Dennis forces it behind the Strathroy net, and that's going to do it as time will expire here in the second period of play. As mentioned, coming up in our intermission, myself and Rockets forward Brett Dalton will have our period summary. Down score. The score after 40 minutes. The Rocks will score. Trevor just scored for the London Knights, cutting the Peterborough lead to 4-3. 4-3 Pete's over the Knights, and we're underway here in the third period. And Strathroy moving from right to left across your radio down. Leamington back in. Here's Scott, high slot, toe drag back to rebound right there. And Skin just missed the top left corner, and quickly 10 seconds in, we're jumping right back into it. Loose puck in Strathroy's own, and back come the Rockets the other way. It's Field right up the gut through center, near side to Boyer. Into the high slot to Duarte, took a hit, couldn't get a shot away. Seguin with a loose puck. He'll saucer to the line. It bounces out to center. Oplinger trying to get around O'Neill. That didn't work. They'll both take each other into the Strathroy bench. Oplinger looking to center it to Scott. That deflected behind the end line. Loose puck in the right corner to Ryan Field, and he'll turn back to ice. He's know it's early in the season, right, Dave? Field gets to the Leamington line. Langlaw intercepts. Field gets it back and dumps it in. Takes a hit, but gets it deep into the near left corner. Here's Olvin. He'll back it off of Tyler Coleman in front of the Leamington bench. Olvin will get it back across the blue line now. Langlaw will get the center. He'll dump it in. He'll carry him to Kuchme. He'll paddle around near right corner. Approaching the 8-minute mark of this third period. 1-0 Flyers on a Dalby goal. Graham behind the back blind pass, and that goes right on the stick of Thornton. And Thornton turns up ice, gets it to the line, kept it at the right point by Olvin. And Sander will have to go back for Strathroy. They got far side O'Neill. O'Neill with some room. Lead pass. Here's Coleman. Up the gut, rolled off the heel of the stick, and the Flyers will to control. Graham cross ice. Here's Bowman in over the line. Bowman takes a hit by O'Neill and dumps it into the corner. Leamington looking to center it out in front. Here's Bowman into the high slot, couldn't get the puck, and Coleman will get it to the line and outside in the neutral. Thornton will get it to the Leamington line. The Flyers will group one more time. Strathroy changing on the fly. Leamington will up it all the way down ice, and Dick back to get it for Strathroy. Here comes Dennis on the forward check. Dick put it off, but Dennis's skate into the far right corner, and he'll poke it up the boards now for Grogan, and Grogan will play it off the glass and Leamington line. Muzzin, near side Chevalier, cross ice up the center, almost picked up by Dick. Here's Leardy at the far circle, toe drag right in, and a great save by Kuchme. And steered to the far corner, DaSilva played high off the glass, and into the Leamington zone, and Dalen Kuchme started the period strong as the first 2 periods were. Here's the ball now to center right side. Vandersluis gets the Leamington line, and somebody tried to hit it was Graham, and they wish this was a radio. Here comes Dalton in a circle. Dalton with a shot pass, save, rebound. He couldn't fire it home. Vandersluis got hit in ice by a charging Graham. Vandersluis didn't even budge. And McGhee just got pasted along the far boards by Vandersluis. Dulong will keep it in. He'll peel to the far corner now. Scott in to get it. Takes a hit from Nos. Here comes Dulong looking for a loose puck. Bouncing puck. Dulong wants to walk out and got poke checked by Grinnell. Grinnell with no stick. Hand passed it up the boards. Lairdy got pickpocketed by Nos, who poked it back into the corner. The Flyers looking to regroup. Lairdy up the boards now. Out to Scott at center. Cross ice looking near side for Babkirk. The Strathroy line. He'll chip it in and Leamington will change. Watson will dump it in. Rudush leaves it. He'll play it around the near boards now. Field was getting in off the left point, couldn't keep it in. Don't gets it up to center. Now Field has it just outside the Leamington line. He takes a high hit there into the face mask by Olvin, and no call. Play will continue. Langlaw out to center. 4 minutes gone in a quick pace opening the third period, and Kuchme, as I see. Here comes Ryan Field near boards at the Leamington line, takes a hit, and offside was Boyer. He and Cox collided, so Strathroy had to clear. Olvin will back in it up the center, and Sandwell fired in, and Bray Cox looks hurt. He goes to the Leamington bench. Langlaw will leave it behind his own net to our left to Olvin, and he'll stop right there as Leamington tries to set up a breakout. Seguin out to center, left to right near boards. In over the Strathroy line, watched by Sander. Into the high slot, here's a shot by Dalby, and that was deflected off the stick of Boyer. And Face off in the Strathroy zone. We're right near circle, fired around the far boards, and Grogan tried to knife it out. It's kept in momentarily by Muzzin. Grogan gets it back to Coleman. Coleman left the receiver. Lead pass out the center. Thornton, he'll chip it deep, and he's going to chase. Here comes Muzzin back to get it. Comes around the near side around Thornton. He'll skate out the center. Near boards now. Uplinger with a wrist shot. Coming off the shin pad of Dick to the near right corner. Spins away from Coleman. Thornton takes it to Uplinger. Loose puck into the corner. Dick gets tied up by Dennis. It's fired on the near side for Chase. Thornton, he'll come out the center. Thornton gets to the red line, 2-on-2 with Grogan. Lead pass for Grogan. Stop. By Dennis. And with our crowd, inside the Strathroy blue line, goes to the Strathroy bench. And we're going to get some calls here by the officiating crew. Was in the middle of the ice. It was absolutely in the center of the numbers in the back of the jersey. And that's Seguin. The hockey game right now. 14:47 to go, third period. 1-0 Leamington, 5-on-3 Rockets. Baker, Dalton, and Vandersluis up front. Woolley and Watson on the blue line, and Leamington quickly gets it down the ice. And Baker now has it with a long room for Wes Baker, and he turns on the Jets. Flying through the center ice area. Hit the line, top of the near circle. Baker with a shot, scores! Wes Baker found the hole through the wickets, and you can book it for that one. David Rudiger thought he had it, and at the last second look back, and the puck, we have a perfect angle, speak right through the pads. So now it's a 5-on-4 for a minute 28 seconds for Source and bell mobility. And it's the Duarte line up front. Puck in behind the end, left front of the board. Taylor peeking the left point behind his right down. Check from behind, game Misconduct, and that's it. You don't see those check from behind calls too often in the center of the ice area, though, David. Yeah, Liberty hammered Ryan Field. 45 to go in the power play. Lead pass off over the stick of a face off in Strathroy zone to our right, and is controlled by the Rockets. O'Neill with 35 seconds to go in the power play. 13:22 to go in this Strathroy audio video third period. Here's O'Neill with speed and over the line near side. He'll stop at the near left corner. He'll play it left point to Dirt with some room. Cross side Sander, one-timer, just missed the left post. Dirt has it left point again. He'll switch shots with O'Neill. He'll play it in behind the end line to Thornton. Thornton leaves it for Boyer at the right corner. Right point now to Sander with some time. He'll tee one up right on Pat Brudebush. On with the rebound, plays it off the glass, kept in by Sander. Half wall to Thornton. Thornton trying to fight with Olvin for the loose puck. And he plays it into the corner. Langwell there first, Leamington. 2 seconds to go to power play. Okay. To our right near circle in the Strathroy zone. The Rockets have started 3-game in 4-night stint tonight. A couple of home games this weekend. Chatham and what are you dressing up as? Yeah, I don't even know what it has it as we'll be in LaSalle. That's a Wednesday night and a 7 o'clock start time. Here's Cox with a shot, just wide. Kuchme's dead. Muzzin off the point with a blistering ride over the crossbar. Chevalier at the right point, plays a bank pass. Cox trying to get it. He'll be forced to the far right corner now to our right in the Strathroy end zone. He'll play it in behind to Graham. Now behind the net to Scott. Scott's down in front. Cox right there, rebound into the high slot with a shot. And it was Graham just missing the top right corner. Loose puck near half wall. Out to the right point, kept in momentarily. Here's him, top of the near circle, at the dot looking cross ice. Good job by Grogan to tie up Scott. Loose puck, it's Coleman now to Grogan. Grogan out the center. Sean Grogan near side. Here's Dulong over the line, top of the circle. Both team up, and it just missed the lower right corner. It'll carry him all the way around the boards and down the ice. Yeah, huge opportunity here for Strathroy. The top two guys for the Flyers ejected. One was Spidalieri 5 minutes into the hockey game for check from behind, and Seguin in this period check from behind. And speaking of that, Luke Jackson just hit the Babkirk from behind, but got a shoulder, so play will continue. Watson drops it back in his own Woolley. Woolley watched closely by Babkirk, will chip it up to the center ice area, and now Jackson and Doe looking at each other, but nothing will prevail from that. Puck dumped in near right corner. Nas will play it up the boards, puck goes sky high. Dulong waved at it. Play along the near boards, it'll come out the center. McGhee will fight right back in on Kuchme off the blocker, and Woolley will settle it down. Approaching the halfway mark in this third period, we're tied at 1. Here's Watson in his own zone, picking up speed, he'll chip it out the center, looking to get in the zone. He does get it deep into the half wall now, and Duarte right there. He played up the boards by the Flyers, and they'll take over, and they'll come back up the center near side. Here's Babkirk. He'll get the center ice, takes a hit from O'Neill, but he'll dump it in the far boards, Strathroy zone. Watson trying to spin away from a check, lost it to Doan. Doan spins off the boards, but he lost it to Field, tried to tip it off the boards, kept it at the left point. Loose puck fired up the center, and to the Leamington line, Olvin will regroup. The Flyers at center to Dalby. Dalby's got the lone Leamington goal tonight. He'll dump it in. O'Neill back to get it for Strathroy. 9:50 to go regulation. We're tied at 1. Up the boards now to Boyer. He'll flip it off the boards to Duarte at center. Duarte will bank it to Field at the Leamington line on the far side. Around the corner. Boyer going to the net. Looking into the high slot for Duarte. Bouncing puck and fire, and a penalty coming up to Tyler Duarte for hooking Langlow. It'll come out the center for Leardy into the Strathroy zone near side. Leardy trying to back it on. Was intercepted by Sander. Loose puck on the far boards down to Dalby. And Leamington's going to get a power play here in 8. Welcome back. The Rockets, another penalty kill for Horse Iron in the middle. It's the Flyers' 6th power play. They're 1 for 5. And they have possession Strathroy zone to our right. Scott down low. Looking for Graham. Return pass to Scott. Penry pass out for the Bowman, and he just missed. He was right at the edge of the blue ice. Here's Graham walking up the wall and gave it away. And Baker will get it out to center. Here's Baker trying to get a loose puck. And Olvin will take him off the puck. Olvin now will spin up ice left, right along the far boards around Dalton on the Strathroy line. Forced behind the net now by Woolley. Still with the puck, Olvin. Now lugging the puck to the near half wall to our right. He'll play it in behind the end line now for Scott. Scott and far boards to Graham. Left point, Oplinger. Back to the far half wall to Graham. Bowman parked in a high slot. Back to Oplinger in a double power play. Near side, Olvin. Back door! And one time Graham fanned on it. He had him at the far post. Graham now has it near half wall. Now to Olvin right point. Back to Graham near side. Lost the puck. And Dick will get to it and fire it up the center. Strathroy can't change. He can only change 1. Oplinger back in over the line. Field, fresh legs over the boards. Joins Alton up front. The Fire back in over the zone, shot right on by Bowman, and Kuchme will cover that up, sensing the team needed a change. Great hockey game. Face off, one in the near right corner by the Rockets, but Leamington quick to pounce on it. Up the half wall now, Olvin keeping it in. Field watching him now. Here is Grinnell. Grinnell with a shot, didn't get hit. Babkirk in front, and now and Leamington will double right back in. Here's Dick behind his own net. He'll fire it all the way down the ice. 19 seconds to go in the power play. Out of town, leading St. Thomas 5-0. Thorough leading Fort Erie 9-3. Here is 1 with 7:35 to go in regulation. Renault, just center, got absolutely hammered along the near boards, and a great hit there by Trevor Dulong, and Strathroy will get it up center one more time. Back to even strength. Duarte's out of the penalty box. Dalby inside the zone, trying to go around the back of the Kuchme net near side, now near half wall. Right point to Grinnell. He'll tee one up, deflected in front. Kuchme looking around, but he's got it, and we'll whistle. 7:15 to go in the third. We're tied at 1. Welcome back, 6:05 to go in regulation, tied at 1, and the hits just keep on coming. Temper 2 Rutgers, no scores. San Francisco, Detroit won the 4th inning. NFL, Tampa Leafs are not going to go here. Third period, bouncing puck into the... Got to take the draw and lost it to Coleman. Puck in the far right corner. Oplinger tied up by Tyler Coleman. Coleman in there as well, watched by DaSilva. DaSilva hammers him along the end boards. Loose puck first to Tyler Coleman. He'll play it high out the center, bouncing puck. Controlled nicely by Muzzin, but he lost the puck. And Scott now brings it over the line. He takes a hit from Thornton. Here's Oplinger with a shot into the slot area. And Van he was tied. We got a penalty into the near right corner, and someone's going for a trip. And Jeff Van Vliet behind the Rockets bench, not liking that too much. 5:39 to go in regulation. Another forced iron penalty kill. Here's Graham walking up the wall with a blast, and Kuchme with the stop into the glove with 1:37 to go to power play. Oh, it's going to be coincidental. Strathroy just caught Brett Babkirk's going to go in the box as well. Face off in the Strathroy zone to our right near circle. Dalby to take it against Duarte. Duarte wins the draw. Loose puck. Sander tried to kick it to O'Neill, but the Flyers will take over. Here's Dalby. Near right corner. He'll switch spots now with Dennis. Olvin right point. Near boards now Dalby. Back to the center part of the blue line. Olvin with a loose puck right there, and stolen off Dennis to stick by Curtis Sander. Sander behind the end line, trying to spin away from Dennis. 1-2 is Sander, and he comes out of the battle with the puck. Gets it to the right point, but Olvin will keep it in. Olvin spins away, Olvin into the high slot, wrist shot off the block, rebound! And Kuchme dives back to pick up, and we'll get a whistle. The puck goes to the referee. Lost sight, 5 minutes to go, under 103 to go, power play. We're still tied. Opplinger at the left point. The Flyers go to the forward power play. Opplinger, center part of the blue line, wrist shot. Kuchme with a ton of traffic and flicks at the 4-1 at 6 o'clock. And the Flyers will keep it in. Right point. Olvin spins the blue line. One time, Opplinger off the tip of the trapper of Kuchme. Near half wall. 44 to go in the power play. It's Leardy spinning away from Boyer. Scott causing a mess in front with Watson. Top of the far circle, Opplinger. Back to Olvin, doesn't fire. Back to the far boards now. Opplinger, top of the far circle at the dot. Wrist shot, pad saved by Kuchme to the corner. Watson's going to get there first and fire it down the ice. Opplinger in his own zone. Left wing to Scott, left to right at center ice with speed. He's up front with Leardy and Bowman. Scott around O'Neill to the corner. Lost the puck. It'll come to the line and stolen. Here's Dalton out the center. Against McGhee. Dalton over the line. Look out! And he got poke checked. Almost got hit with his head down by Greneau. And Greneau will take over. Back to even strength hockey. Here's McGhee. Cross ice left wing now. It's Leardy in over the Strathroy line. 3:48 to go in regulation. We're tied at 1. Leardy taking in the end boards by O'Neill. Bowman in there looking for a loose puck. He has him behind the net of Kuchme. Near right side of McGhee, who comes in off the right point position. Back into the corner, stolen by Sander. Sander will play it up the boards. Strathroy out the center. Here's Wes Baker. He has a Strathroy goal. He'll chip it in over the line and quickly poke back out. Loose puck to Coleman, and Coleman will dump it deep. And the Flyers back out the center. They'll dump it deep. And I got unofficially 15-3 in favor of the Flyers. Shots on goal in the third period. 48-20 unofficially overall. Shot wide to Kuchme. That Karen's out in front, and Cox almost fired. He lost it to Vandersluis. And Vandersluis will skate out with the big strides out the center. He'll get the center ice. Taking off the puck. Loose puck now comes to Dick. And Dick now will cycle back into DaSilva in his own zone. Lead pass and knifed in by Coleman. 2:52 to go. The Rockets coming to forecheck. Langlaw around the far side, looking at the half wall to Cox, lost it to Coleman. Coleman centers into the slot, one pickpocket a Flyer, turns and fires off the glove, and it caroms to Cox now, and Cox will come near side to Greneau. Greneau out to center, left to right, 2:35 to go in regulation. He'll dump it deep. Cox down behind the end line. Watson dangerously in front of his own net, but toe dragged around 2 Flyers. Cox behind the play, shake it up. Here's Watson over the line. Watson near side, field was low, but it's offside. Ryan Field ahead of the play. 2:21 to go. No fan. Welcome back to the Heinz Arena. 2:07 to go regulation. Fantastic hockey game from Leamington. We're tied at 1. Chris Orr, David Hansberger, thanks for joining us. The Flyers back in over the Strathroy to our right. Dennis down low, far corner to Scott. Looking backdoor, shot, sharp angle, and it did not hit Dalen Kuchme. Olvin in off the right point. He'll keep it in. Loose puck near boards. Strathroy trying to desperately get it out. Here's Scott spinning at the half wall near side to our right. Centers it off the paddle of Kuchme to the far boards for Graham. He'll chip it in behind the end line. O'Neill takes it away from Dennis. 1:38 to go. Loose puck to Field. Field will dump it out the center. Bouncy puck and the Flyers will control. And Leardy will fire it back in. Leardy will chase near side. Leamington changing on the fly. Strathroy needs a change here. Fresh legs for the Flyers. It could be trouble. Near boards for Field. Field trying to dump it out. Can't do so. Duarte coming in to support. Here's Opplinger with a shot. Side door saved by Kuchme. Here's a shot from Dennis that's blocked in front. Bouncing puck and Field will steal it. He'll come out to center. He'll get to center ice. And he'll go across ice. Instead of dumping it in, they gave it away at center ice. Here's Dennis back the other way. Opplinger at the line. Strathroy can't change their full 5. 1 minute to go in regulation. Loose puck and even behind the end line for Tyler Duarte. Duarte in front of his own net. Near side to Watson. Watson out to center. And Boyer was going to the bench for a much needed change. Over the boards comes Vandersluis. The Flyers will dump it right back in. 48 seconds to go in the third. We're tied at 1. Here's Woolley behind his own net. He'll stop right there, watched by Bowman, who's in front of Kuchme. Far side to Duarte. Duarte will try and get it out to center. He does. Bouncing puck clear to the Leamington line. Spidalieri quickly back. Here's Dalby and over the line. Dalby trying to get around Watson. Watson forced him to the boards in the far corner. In behind the end line, they'll tie each other up. Here comes Woolman looking for a loose puck, 23 to go in regulation. Loose puck to the far boards now, Vandersluis. Vandersluis will come out the center, makes a nice move to clear himself. Vandersluis hit over the line, bouncing. Dalton leaves it for Baker. Baker dumps it in behind the Leamington net. 13 seconds to go in regulation. Chevalier now with 10 seconds to go. One last rush, left to right with speed near boards. He'll back it off the boards, but gave it away to Dulong, and Dulong will dump it in. We're going to extra time here at the Heinz Arena as time will expire and each team will gain a point. Heinz Arena gets set for overtime here. Strathroy continuing to go right to left across the middle of the ground, looking out the center. Here's Elon over the line. Tries to center it, loose puck, near half goal. Here's a shot right in front, scores! It's fire top left corner. The Rockets win it. You can book it. It's 2-1, and the post can go coming up next. You listen to